And let's finish this, the fifth chapter of the second book of A Tale of Two Cities. Sorry that we were cut off in the last video. It is drunk talk between Mr. Carton and Mr. Stryver, and in order to cheer the one up, the other has brought up Miss Manette, which has not cheered the other up. "Pretty witness," he muttered, looking down into his glass. "I've had enough of witnesses today, and tonight. Who's your pretty witness?" "The picturesque doctor's daughter, Miss Manette." "She pretty?" "Is she not?" "No." "Why, man alive, she was the admiration of the whole court." "Rot the admiration of the whole court. Who made the Old Bailey a judge of beauty? She was a golden-haired doll." "Do you know, Sidney," said Mr. Stryver, looking at him with sharp eyes and slowly drawing a hand across his florid face, "do you know, I rather thought at the time that you sympathized with the golden-haired doll, and were quick to see what had happened to the golden-haired doll?" "Quick to see what happened? If a girl, a doll or no doll, swoons within a yard or two of a man's nose, he can see it without a perspective glass. I beg you, but I pledge you, but I deny the beauty. And now, I'll have no more drinks. I'll go to bed." When his host followed him out on the staircase with a candle to light him down the stairs, the day was coldly looking in through its grimy windows. When he got out of the house, the air was cold and sad, the dull sky overcast, the river dark and dim, the whole scene like a lifeless desert, and wreaths of dust were spinning round and round before the morning blast, as if the desert sand had risen far away, and the first spray of it, in its advance, had begun the overwhelming of the city. Waste forces within him, and a desert all around, this man stood still on his way across a silent terrace, and saw for a moment, lying in the wilderness before him, a mirage of honorable ambition, self-denial, and perseverance. In the fair city of this vision there were airy galleries from which the loves and graces looked upon him, gardens in which the fruits of life hung ripening, waters of hope that sprinkled in his sight. A moment, and it was gone. Climbing to a high chamber in a well of houses, he threw himself down in his clothes on a neglected bed, and its pillow was wet with wasted tears. Sadly, sadly, the sun rose, and it rose upon no sadder a sight than the man of good abilities and good emotions, incapable of their directed exercise, incapable of his own help and his own happiness, sensible of a blight on him, and resigning himself to let it eat him away. And that is the end of chapter 5.